Hello, my name is Visor. Welcome to Game 20 of Let's Play Game Dev Tycoon. Last episode, we made a great sequel called Crassier Effect, and it looks like it's going to do really well. However, we realized that doing self-published game does not help us develop many fans. We only gained 17,000 fans, and that's kind of trivial compared to our last big #1 seller. However, we also got into a new office, and I actually hired somebody new, Michelle Fuller. Why did I hire her? Because her research is actually higher than our previous highest, which was Visor, which is kind of ridiculous. Her speed's a little low, but from what I can tell, speed is not like direct correlation. Like if you have a speed of 100 and someone has a speed of 200, the 200 is not twice as fast. I'm not sure if there's a flat buffer or maybe it's based on the inverse of the speed value to determine the delay. There's a lot of possibilities there. I'm not sure yet. However, solving our staffing issue is going to be problematic. Yes, eventually I will get rid of Kelly, but I need to replace her. And now that we have room for 7 staff members, it's actually a lot more likely that I'll replace her. But finding someone with enough research has been kind of difficult. Anyway, for this episode, I'm only going to hire 2 more new people. Well, 1 more new person, since I already got Michelle. I'll think about getting rid of Kelly at a later date. I don't want to have 3 new employees at the same time. Pretty sure it's not a good thing. Plus, I'm pretty sure every time I hire somebody, their efficiency bar drops, just suddenly. Which I guess makes sense. It's a new team member, screwing around with the dynamics. I'm okay with that. Additionally, I want to point out one more thing. Now, last episode, in terms of research, I did rich backstory. However, if you look at our custom game engine, it doesn't actually show up under World. And the reason is, apparently rich backstory is not an engine feature. Which confuses the hell out of me because apparently there's certain things we could be researching that we can use immediately as a game feature that's not part of the game engine. Now, I guess you could argue that, well, rich backstory is something you write outside, so obviously it shouldn't be a game engine feature. And you might be right. But I think there's other features that are kind of iffy as well. Anyway, let's hire that second person. Now, off camera, I actually did 2 hiring sessions. The first one, I spent my usual 100K, and it was garbage. The people I got had a research level of 100, 149, 150. Garbage. I need more research points, and I don't need people like that. So this time, I think we're going to splurge a little. Now, when we got Michelle, we spent about $250,000. This time, we're going to spend $500,000. Assuming I can actually select $500,000. Well, I guess I can't do $500,000, whatever. And in this case, I don't really care that they're really specific in one niche. I'll just do a game demo. And while this is going on, I don't want to send any of these guys on vacation. I'm pretty sure the sudden decrease in efficiency bars is due to the new hire, and I think that's normal. Instead, we'll have somebody research something. We definitely need to do large games. Our goal is to get enough staff to, start making large games. As for multi-genre, I want to do it eventually, just not now. So let's just research large games for now. We'll probably want somebody else to research a feature. Now, I know we have certain features that seem to be engine related. So we're going to skip engine related ones and go for soundtrack. Well, I don't know. Soundtrack might not be engine related and would be good to research it and be able to use it right away. That's the plan anyway. Now for everyone else, I'll probably just do some contract work. What would be good? We only have 3 people remaining, so let's do something small. Holy shit, these are all large contracts, which we have unlocked. But I want something nice and small and simple. But while they're doing that, I also want to point out that we gain a bunch of new stuff for training. Like after all, our new office is next to a university, and we do teach and learns. But I'm a little troubled by them. One, they cost 30 RP, which is a problem because we don't have that much RP anyway. In fact, for the next few games, I'll probably only be trying to make 1 technology specialist, which will be Erica. I'll be trying to make Marcus into a design specialist, and I'm going to train Visor so he can get this boost thing, which unlocks at level 5 and should be pretty cool. No, what I'm troubled by is the price. Now, from what I understand, I am not sending my employee there to be trained. I'm sending my employee there to teach a class. So why the shit am I paying 140K per session? That's a ridiculous amount. I could buy a house, I could buy a Tesla S. I mean, that's like 4 years or 5 years of college. I mean, shit, if I took this to a third world country like Hades, Mongolia, or Detroit, I could buy so much property. So for me, this amount makes absolutely no sense. Also, from what I can tell, I'm assuming this is going to be speed and this is going to be research. So this is really only for specialty training. There's no general training like the previous one where you could do a game jam, which was equal technology and design. This will make it a little harder for me to do what I want to do with Visor, but I'll just, offset it. Assuming we ever get enough research points to do it. All right, so we spent $500,000. Let's see if any of these guys is worthwhile. Right off the bat, this guy is a complete waste of time. Equally bad. This guy's a little better, but we might as well just keep Kelly for these stats. He's slower than Kelly and has a little less research. What's the point? Why in the world would I hire another Kelly? I mean, I'll just have to replace him later on anyway. And really, from what I can tell, I don't have the research points to train most of these guys. This guy's research isn't great. It's actually kind of bad, but he does have a lot of technology. If we compare it to the other guys, I think he's the only one worth hiring. Yeah, he's level 5, he's a little expensive, but look at all those technology points. In one training session, I can make this guy our tech specialist, which will save us a lot of RP in the long run. Eventually, I can also train up his research. So I think this guy might be our choice. I mean, I guess I could throw away $500,000 and try again, but there's really no guarantee that it'll work out better. Plus, it's kind of a waste of time. Or let's say the next session is also bad, like in terms of research, then I would have thrown away like, what, $1 million for no one and delayed myself a bunch. We got to worry about G3, remember? These guys are just, bad. We'll hire the one guy, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll hire him. I'll make him our tech specialist in like one episode and we'll be good to go. I don't know what it unlocks for me, but it's stuff, right? Yeah, whatever. Train. I need this guy to do the stealth welcome training. I'm a little concerned about everybody's efficiency. I'm pretty sure it's due to the new hiring, but I also kind of want to send him on vacation. Oh, I didn't put this guy on the staff welcome training either. I don't know. These guys are really low. I'm pretty sure it's a new employees, but might want to send them on vacation. I think that might be the smarter thing to do. I mean, yeah, it might be a temporary thing, but if I send them on vacation 1 month, they're all back and they're good to go. So I think there's less to worry about. So let's send them on vacation. Huh. I can send Kelly on vacation. I think Kelly's already full, so why can't I send these other two on vacation? That's weird. Well then, I guess... Well, I'll hope this is a temporary thing. I might do a bit more contract work just in case, because I don't want to start making that large game with everyone at half. That just isn't smart, or doesn't seem smart to me. Oh, also, I think I was talking about training Visor. So there's a special boost thing. It costs 1 million credits, which is insane, but I think this gives him the ability to temporarily increase his stats, or something along those lines, which I would like. We're not going to do it yet though, because he doesn't have the required design or technology points, and we need to save our research points. We need to make a game engine next episode for sure. So let's just do a few more bit of contract work. Hopefully these guys will even out, because I don't want to make a game or a large game when they're all this low. All right, so time to develop our game. It's still just April, which is good. We're going to make it to G3, somewhere in the middle of the development process. Everyone's efficiency bar looks pretty good right now, so we're going to take a look at our large contracts. Now, any topic RPG we can probably do pretty easily. RPG is something we have a lot of experience with, and the score is not bad, and the royalty's decent. I'm not going to do this though, because it's on the damn Master V. It's I don't want to work on the Master V. I don't think it's a good system right now. Same deal with this. Mystery strategy is not bad, but the issue is if you look at the royalty amount, it's kind of low. It's a 9. However, the min score is also lower, so... Huh? Actually, do we know whether mystery strategy is a good combo? I don't think so. Let me check the data. Mystery. No, we don't know anything about mystery strategy. We don't know mystery is good with everyone. That's not very useful. So basically our two options are, we can try to do mystery strategy. Actually, do I have a topic for mystery strategy? Maybe, but let's not worry about that yet. So mystery strategy has a min score of 5 and a royalty amount of 9. While any topic RPG has a min score of 6, which isn't much higher, where I get 2% more. And I think that 2% is probably very important. Target audience is everyone, which I'm totally fine with. So I think I'll go with this after I go look through our game ideas. All right, yeah, we definitely have a game idea. This game idea is from Runic Edge. Now, it has a bunch of Japanese words in there, which, I mean, I watch anime, I can't pronounce a damn thing. So I'm gonna try my best. So it's gonna be the late Henin era in Pikachu? Oh, that's forum code for Japan. Sorry, forum emotes and stuff. So it's the late Henin era in Japan, which you saw a brutal war between the Minato and Tiara, in a bid for dominance that would be known as the Genpei War. That war changed when the Hirobi clan of the island, fucking other words, launched a fleet of iron ships spewing hellish fire and soldiers with spears that appear to shoot arrows of light. Seems a bit weird. Hirobu have already taken as far as Osaka and threatened Kyoto's doorsteps. You take the role of Yoritomo you take the role of Henry, one of the upcoming cast of elite warriors known as the Samurai, on his quest to navigate the fractured politics of the three-way war as you seek allies to uncover the secrets of whatever that other clan was. And just maybe bring them down and restore order to Japan. Now, I clearly did not pick this due to my expertise in Japanese history. The reason I picked it is, well, one, it fits, and two, it has a couple interesting ideas in here. He mentions bonus points if you manage to fit AI companions and rich backstory into this. Now, the rich backstory we already had accidentally. The AI companions we obviously can't do because that's a game engine feature and we're not doing a new game engine. But I do remember a lot of RPGs where you have an AI companion, but at the same time, this game is telling us that we can't have a smart AI. Well, actually, what it's telling us that AI is not important, not that it's detrimental. So let's see what happens when we throw a bit of time on AI. Not a lot, just a little bit to see what goes on. Plus, the game topic has to be alternative history, which I don't believe we used for any games yet. So this should be useful for data gathering at least. Anyway, let's get started making the game. So of course, this is going to be our first large game. As for the game's name, let's go with, like it stated, Romance of the Three Clans. Now it does have romance in there, so I'm wondering if it's going to have any aspects of romance in there, or maybe it's more like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which, well, it has historical and cultural significance to me, but I never read it. I'm too lazy, I guess. Never could get into it and never really found it in a format that I would like. I'm not reading in Mandarin. Anyway, alternative history. We had this topic for a while. I don't think I ever did anything with it, so that should be interesting. As for platform, what to do? We know RPG with the play system is good, and we know everyone is good. And we're dealing with a new topic that we have no idea of what's going to happen, and we're working with a large game, which we also have no experience with. I think this will be the nice, safe bet. Oh, whoops. Forgot to pick a game engine. Kind of important. So, of course, we're still trying to level up 3D Graphics V2. All right, so we got some initial points. Uh-oh. What? What the hell, Kelly? Well, I mean, I can't shoot the messenger on this, but what the hell? I mean, I guess that's not too much money, but goddamn, that pisses me off. Anyway, so we got some initial points, and they're really high in technology. A little weird, whatever. Actually, now that I think about it, our last game was an RPG too, wasn't it? Maybe we're doing too many RPGs. Something to consider, anyway. Right, Crassier Effect was a sci-fi RPG. Well, at least we didn't do a sci-fi RPG this time. Now, I think we're gonna do that. What's interesting, though, is Art Johnson is already almost out of commission. Damn, these large games are a huge drain then. I mean, think about what happened if I try to do a large game with 5 people. I don't think I have enough people to fill all the spots. Now, I don't think engine is that important. Like, what's the minimum I need for save games and multiplayer? Yeah, it's not that important. I might drop it low and put Kelly on it, because I want to save Erica for... Do I actually want to save Erica? I mean, she has no design points. What would I save her for? And the 2 parts that are tech heavy, I don't think they're even important for RPG, so we could just get Erica to do those, I guess. Now, looking through the features, I'm pretty okay with this mix. The problem is how we're going to balance this. Literally, Art Johnson is already done. I mean, it's a good thing that we hired all these new people, since I think Stage 3 is a mix of design and technology. There's nothing there that's pure tech. So we can stick a bunch of these new people to handle Stage 3 stuff. We'll do Erica on engine, and I guess we're done with Art Johnson. But I think this is our best mix for now. Actually, no. Art Johnson has a lot of the tech points. We should put Marcus here. Makes more sense. Marcus is really heavy on design, and we're gonna make him our design specialist eventually. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Ah, here comes G3. Now, I've been thinking about how these booth works. From what I can tell, the medium booth also shows your previous game, which is why I don't think I want to do a small booth. Our previous game was fucking amazing. Let's go with the medium booth this time. This is not looking good. We're getting a retarded amount of technology points, and we need design points. Oof, this is a little worrisome. Oh, it's evening out. However, the amounts are amazing. 75, 75. That shit was just stage 1. This game might be over 200 points, and that would be awesome. Okay, let's see how we're gonna run this. Oh, I probably should have done no, we're not doing large campaigns. Those never work out for us, so let's not just throw money at it. So I'm thinking, since the game idea was to have good AI companions, we'll put points into better AI, which means we'll need to spend a little bit of time on artificial intelligence. Yeah, it's not a positive, but it's not a huge negative. I would think putting points into this won't hurt us directly. It will hurt us indirectly because we're not spending more time on dialogue or level design. But if we do it this way, Erica can sort of take some of the slack off the rest of the team. Not much, but at least it's something, because otherwise I would have no use for her. Now, our main issue right now is we want to put Marcus Ryan on dialogue. But if we do that, then he's completely out and completely overworked, and we can't do that. The one thing he's doing in stage 1 is enough. We'll have to put Art Johnson on dialogue, and I think that's going to have to do. Really don't have a better solution to this, you know? We can try to edge up artificial intelligence a little more, but I don't think that's very wise. Additionally, I'm going to decrease level design by a little bit, just so Visor is at 100%. He's also basically done as well, which is unfortunate because I think Visor, being a balanced person, works really well in stage 3. But I suspect he's also very good at level design and gameplay anyway, so we're going to have the new people handle the slack for stage 3. I think we might have enough people to make it work, but we'll see. However, there's actually a big concern coming up. You might have noticed that the people we hired are all really tech heavy, especially Jonathan. I mean, he's ridiculously tech heavy. And we're already having a balance issue. I think it's possible that this game will end up with way too much technology points. We just need to fire Kelly and hire a design specialist. And hopefully somebody with pretty good research as well. But other than that, there's not much we can do at this point. This will have to do for stage 2. I don't like it, but we gotta do it. Also, marketing. We'll just go with the demo and magazines. I think it makes sense. All right, G3. See, we're showing off Crassier Effect, as well as Romance of the Three Clans. It's not much better than before, actually. Unfortunate. Yeah, I know. Looks like on the research side, we already made about 50 research points. That's not bad. Design and technology-wise, we're doing okay. Hype-wise, we're doing okay. The Dreamcast. Yeah, I don't know if I want to develop for that. We're okay for design points right now. I'm just worried about stage 3, because stage 3, I know I have to use all these tech-heavy guys. That's gonna be awkward. All right, we're gonna put... It's so dumb to put him on world design, though. He gets no benefit for all that tech. We'll put Fuller here. We'll put Jonathan, I guess, here. I don't know which one's more important. They're about the same to me. Yeah, this will have to do. I mean, I guess this looks all right, but we definitely need to get rid of Kelly. Actually, no, I could put Jonathan on sound, and he has more design points, so that might work out better, actually. Yeah, I think this will have to do. I mean, it's not like we can flip it around, right? Can we? This doesn't look bad either. And Jonathan, with all that, he has more design points, so him doing world design makes sense. And that way, it'll fix the balance a little, because I don't want him doing so much stuff and completely screw over the balance with all his tech. Actually, he might screw up the tech anyway. I don't think there's any way around this. However, since we know world design is the most important thing for RPGs in Stage 3, we might as well put the guy with the most design points on it, even if he's carrying too much tech points. In fact, if his tech points are wasted, it would be better for the game, because it'll help out our balance. Probably. Actually, not sure how that works. I'm hoping his tech points are wasted anyway. Well, damn it. Doesn't look like it worked the way I thought it would. It's completely screwed. We're gonna have more technology than design. And I'm pretty sure that's not what we want. We're gonna have a lot higher technology than design. Jesus. Our hype's retarded though. That's interesting. I kind of wish we had a magazine or something going on at the same time. Like an interview, but what are you gonna do? Our research levels are pretty cool though. There's a lot of points. Well, still gaining points for now. I'm gonna let this go for a bit. Yeah, this looks fairly stable now. Let's release it before we lose too much hype. Holy fuck, that's a lot of numbers. I'm incredibly concerned that this balance is bad. But there's nothing I can do about it. I ended up hiring too many tech-heavy people. And whatever they did, they're gonna generate more tech points. Well, at least we leveled up 3D graphics. Hopefully, this is enough research points to make our new game engine next episode. Additionally, this is currently, what? September. We can probably make our next game in time for G3, even if we have to make that new game engine. So overall, this is gonna be interesting. We're doing a large game with a bunch of unknowns. I think our tech balance is off, but we have so many points it might not matter. Let's see what happens. Yeah, whatever. While this is going on, vacation. Vacation. Okay, let's see the reviews. Enjoyable, okay. Remember, we had to beat a score of 6. Now, part of the problem is our last game was Crashy Effect, and it was amazing. So it's going to be a negative effect on our score, which is unfortunate. Seriously? All Games is rating it 2 levels above all the others? That's interesting. Normally they screw us over. Jackasses. Anyway, while we generate the game report for our new game, we're going to start researching for our next game engine as well. But also, let's go check out the final sales numbers. Alright, so this game report is actually pretty full, since we already knew everything about the platform and the genre match. So, we now know alternative history is also great with RPG, and it's also great with everyone. So that's pretty good. I think every single part of this game was great. So really the only thing that could have screwed us over was the bad balance match, and possibly our previous game. But if we look at our final sales numbers, we made $2.7 million worth of profit, which isn't bad for a game that's not even in the top 10. However, what's the most amazing part is we gained 40,000 new fans. That's a big win for us since our last #1 seller only got us 17,000. Really, there's only one other game that got us more fans, and that was Deus Ex. So overall, things are going pretty well for us. But next episode, we have a big bet that's kind of a doozy. But regardless, that's it for this episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.